is a concentration on a specific element describes neutrality in scientifically speaking. But we are fond of neutral when it comes to things that we are requiring quality and excellency, just like an aspiring teachers with morality and rational mindset. Education is described as the foundation for growth, human development, accelerator of modernity, and the means of bringing people together from different cultural backgrounds. In addition, education, according to Ultra B 2014, is the practice of gaining knowledge and information that are capable of leading one to a positive future. However, the objective of education was driven away by the pandemic, and the education system nationwide changed into modular and online learning. As a result, the dropout rate increased, and many of the students started questioning their abilities and confidence to finish the course well. Hence, global education entails how the progressive society reflects on the quality of education. Using online learning modality is one of the best examples in this, and the role of a facilitator of learners is to equip with skills and industry related in this modality. That is why future facilitator of students must assess their strengths. Furthermore, the role of global teacher is broaden the teaching perspectives and to equip with knowledge suitable for advancing technology to be used in the classroom. Few countries around the world are involved in the global education like the developed country as well as the developing country. The objectives of global education is clear, but the workforce is limited. Meanwhile, the focus of multiculturalism inside the classroom must be attainable in order to reach the borderless education as initiated by global education. Multiculturalism is a perspective to attain equal opportunity or access in the education. As pointed out in the study of Fraser-Abner, which states that never make an assumption based on skin color, religion, ethnicity, and many more. On the other hand, the opportunities of teacher exchange is considered as to promote mutual understanding between us and countries around the world. The aim is to become world-class and do their best inside the classroom. With this in mind, the significance of the broader teaching perspective inside the classroom towards the global education is to offer equal access to education as well as the world-class teacher doing their best inside the classroom. Moreover, to become the teachers that we admire to be, we must be guided by the code of ethics, which comprehensively discuss the different expectations from a teachers. It is served as the Bible for teachers who speak specifically to new teachers, for us to exhibit proper behavior to the learning community at all times. The said document impacted me in a way that it is compared to Christians, which follow the Ten Commandments in order for them to become rightful Christians, and so was the same with the teachers. Teachers must follow the code of ethics for professional teachers for us to become a person of good moral character. In that case, a teacher must uphold the aptitude for teaching. So, as future teachers, I aim to have a sharp memory, to be creative, industrious, possessing a life and career skills and competence which I considered as my aptitude for teaching. In terms of sharp memory, I must be able to store knowledge and facts in mind relative to coping and reviewing previous topics and lessons. Apart from this, is to be creative, to acquire more sustainable strategies. In terms of industry, I must be able to attain consistency and keep on working hard. While in life and career skills, not only in academics, but to implies on productivity, ethical values, flexibility, and responsibility too. In terms of competence, I must be open to more advance in order to be able to teach confidence and accuracy. as a neutral element because they are on the average range as long as I know when to pick. Just like on executing the plans and vision on becoming a teacher, another thing to hold is my philosophy of education. Speak highly to ourselves and propose effective tactics on different learning areas. Be industrious and flexible because the child sees our efforts and dedication. Most importantly, promote equity and education and encourage young minds to read more books. This might appear a old or classic sayings, but as history tells us, today is the reflection of yesterday. In order to attain this vision, a realistic and attainable professional development plan must be in the first place, in order to improve and reach the dream role and become aware to what's really important. At this time, I have to assess my strengths to maintain and assess my weaknesses to have immediate solution. Following is on how I will strategize in terms of hours of studying, practice teaching, reading books, and focusing on interpersonal communication. All things considered, I have to settle and consider the professional behavior to further strengthen my moral foundational principles. It is a universal norm upon which all other principles on the rightness or wrongness of an action are based as well as the source of morality. Therefore, I have to be mindful to this which is written to all of our hearts. Strengthening my moral foundational principles is my building blocks throughout the teaching journey. As human beings innate with the ability to differentiate between good and bad, for example, is to behave and act rightfully. Is what neutral element sitting still on the average range while fulfilling its responsibilities. Neutral is for the capacity to teach and element is for the strengths I made today and role I have to make. So I am what neutral element does. I must become a teacher as a person of good moral character and must observe a professional behavior.